finished a great round of golf at Serenoa. I'm going to tell you, if you live anywhere off Clark Road in Sarasota or Venice and you can get up to the Clark Road exit, this is a great place to play. In fact, this is where I play with an executive group of ladies where we come from all over Sarasota and Manatee County and play here at Serenoa. In the summer, this golf course is full. It's a wonderful neighborhood, and it's one of the neighborhoods where I saw the most wildlife. Beautiful deer. I mean, people are doing such a good job keeping track of what's going on with nature. The houses are beautiful. It's a beautiful environment. So anywhere on Clark Road in Sarasota, if you're a golfer, you're going to want to ask me about Serenoa. Now, this is one of the secrets of the area, because I'm going to turn the camera around. Look what else we have on the other side of this field. Okay, you guys know I'm from Iowa, outstanding in my field. But on the other side of that, you can see just the tip of the new construction of Sky Ranch. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. Talk about the deer. God, what is that? In Montana where the deer and the antelope roam? Oh, give me a home where the deer and the antelope roam. The people around here are so good with not bothering the cranes and just the, hello, best mix. This neighborhood has so much green space, lots of lakes, lots of beautiful skies. We're way out of the range of any of the landing patterns for Punta Gorda Airport or Sarasota Airport, so you hear nothing. No wonder these deer, I mean, we saw it golfing everywhere. So this is zip code 34241. This part of Sky Ranch back there, Serenoa, I'm going to give a more full report on the zip code. Hi, Sandra LaFlamme. Thanks for tuning in. This week, I'm going to talk a little bit about the area around Serenoa where I was golfing. And one of the nicest thing about Serenoa is it's a golf course. Of course, you'll see in this video how beautiful and splendid it is. Oh, give me a home where the deer and the buffalo roam. Oh, the deer roam there. Absolutely beautiful, serene. What you want for a lifestyle that incorporates nature, the fun of golf, and close to being everywhere, including a lot of jobs. It's just right down the way from PGT Industry, Tervis Tumbler. On 75, you can even get to Tampa quickly or down to Fort Myers. In this area, I'll give you an insight of where it is on the map. Okay, that gives you a little bit of where we were in the map. Serenoa is this area off of 75. So in this part of when you're golfing, you do hear I-75. There's a lot of trees, but I can guarantee you that the course is beautiful, but the wildlife is not congregating to this side of the golf course. It's all on the other side of the golf course where it's quiet. There's no overhead flight traffic. It is just perfectly positioned to get on Clark and up 75 or south on 75, wherever you want to go. But if a buyer is looking in this part of town, they're gonna also look on the other side of 75, which is Palmer Ranch. So this side, east side of 75, gives you Serenoa, and over to Sky Ranch, just a little bit north of here, is Hi Hat. But I'm gonna focus on this area just for the moment, so you get an understanding of what's going on in the marketplace, because Buyers tend to shop in zones. What is it close to? What do I like? What kind of vibe do I have? Well, this part of town definitely has a very laid back vibe and gives you quick access to, if you have a job in Osprey, Venice, or even down in Northport. But there are quite a few listings. Now, what I did was the criteria that I put in there was between 300 and 1680. I am actually going to see if there's anything higher than that. And what I want to show are the just solds. This always gives us an understanding of what's happening in the marketplace. So in the last 30 days of that area, we've had 22 sales. I'll come back and talk about how many you have to choose from. But the last sale was in Esplanade of Parma Ranch, then the Hammocks. These are two completely different neighborhoods, but I guarantee you these are nice homes. 5388 Bartolomeo. This home was built in 2019. It just sold for $1.2 million. It was on the market for 31 days. Come on, here we go. This home has the beautiful tile roof. And this sort of roof and this, wait a minute, okay. Are they only giving me one picture? Yeah, they are. This layout is very beautiful, but the tile roof and the condition of this home is spectacular. For insurance purposes, we've been through 4 hurricanes in the last couple of years. So you want a home that can stand up, not to just to the test of the time, but the test of what actually happens in this part of Florida. Beautiful home. And let's find one that gives us more pictures to look at. But that was completely updated, it says. Now, this home that sold in 35 days was 1.1. Let's see what the ending sale price was, because I think I've got the solds up. And that was 1.1. So in 35 days, great condition homes are going to sell in a short period of time because they're competing with new construction. This is on a corner lot, 3-car garage, water lake view, and with having 2 to 4 hurricanes in the last couple of years, they have a good litmus test of, is the home built in such a way that is it going to stay high and dry? And as you walk through this home, in these pictures, you can see that it's 1 floor throughout. That's one of the styles that if you're buying in 2025, you can expect to not see 3 different floors, but 1 floor throughout. It's got the extra finish coffers in the ceiling. It's got a view where you open the doors and you can look out and see this beautiful green space of the lake. And let's get here to beautiful kitchen. And come on, we got to get outside. Let's get to our outside pictures. We're very happy about how beautiful this is. Oh my goodness. I'm flipping through here and it's just taking me. There we go. We finally get the money shot. So the money shot for a home that's beautifully situated on a lake is also beautifully situated while you're in the pool. You can look at the lake. While you're on the lanai, you can look at the pool and the lake and you, okay, shoot, we don't have it in order. And looking back from the living room, you can see the pool and the lake. So it gives your eye a sense of tranquility. It gives a great openness, and this competes very, very well with anything wonderful that somebody is looking for in 2025. To have anything less, you are selling yourself short for a number of reasons. Number one, if you buy a home that needs $300,000 to $400,000 worth of upgrades, you can think to yourself, oh, I'll negotiate well. You could, but unless you're working with an agent like myself that has 4 or 5 general contractors that can come in and start working for you right away, you could be waiting a year, year and a half. With the new construction competing, you could build this similar home in less than a year and a half. They have pipelines of homes available. Now, if you work through me, I can get you all of the opportunities that they're giving to folks who are represented by top-notch realtors. Not that you're going to get that when you walk in the door. You want to work with a top-notch realtor who can make sure they give you the lay of the land, the lay of what's going on with the flooding. And here's something extra and special you want to know: the lay of how that pond is dug. Water retention, water rights, water flow is a very big deal, not just in taking care of your green space. We happen to have a lot of water right now, but what if they didn't dig it deep enough? What if you don't have an understanding of how deep it should be? What's the health of the water in that pond? Do you want to be living right next to a big mosquito breeding ground that doesn't give you any of the attributes long-term that you want when you have $1 million home? Even if you have a $300,000 home, you're going to want to pay attention to some of these details. So what I did today was center on a couple of things that make a very big difference when you're a discerning buyer in the marketplace. There's a lot of new construction choices, but also realize some of those new construction choices, it's going to take them the next 3 or 4 or 5, 6 years to finish building out a neighborhood. Do you really want to be in an area with that much dust and that much going on? Or do you want something that's already been built and you know who all your neighbors are? That's what you get as an example in Hammock Preserve. That was a good choice for that person spending that money. And also right next door at Esplanade on Palmer Ranch. Here's another beautiful home. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath that was listed for $950, and it was on the market only, well, it was on the market 138 days. So that was a little long, but these people obviously wanted to sell, and it sold at $404 a square foot. So you get a lot of value for your money, but you got to know what you're shopping for, and you got to know the areas that you're shopping. So in this area, we found the criteria that I set up was based on this map search. It's not based on a general idea of a specific zip code. And the reason is, this is going to determine your lifestyle. Are you a golfer? Do you want to be in the Palmer Ranch, Ranchy area, and also the other side of the interstate, Serenoa, where you have lots of room? These properties were built out with lots of green space, but that also means that you have fewer choices. So in having those fewer choices, you still want to be educated that, okay, where are you? You're close to the water here. You can still easily get to Siesta Key. You can still easily get to downtown Sarasota. You're right off of Clark Road, which turns into another word, Stickney Point. That's the south entrance to Siesta Key. And then it also gives you easy access. Let's say you want to come in town for the opera or for the arts or go over to a ball game. You're right off 75. You can come up and down the interstate, north and south, and you can see how close you are to the Gulf Coast of Florida. You're in Sarasota County, which is a very well-run county. And the other thing is, if you're moving into the area and you have kids, you're going to want to know about Pine View. One of the things about Pine View is you got to live in Sarasota County by the beginning of April each year. And if you do, your kid can go to this school. This public charter school ranks with the private schools in the United States. So if you're thinking, wow, I want to live someplace that takes education seriously, there are great jobs for me or room for my company to grow, this is the area that you want to be in of Sarasota County, because it's right near Pine View, which is right off of this Osprey area where my mouse is at the bottom of where that little red dot is. It's not far from there. So if you've got a kid that knows has got a license to drive, they can get there. But Pine View, you can have a kid that's in junior high and you got to decide, okay, I'm going to commute or I can carpool with other parents that have kids there. This is the side of town that you can be in. So in the market right now, if we look at our criteria, in 30 days, we've had 22 sales. So I'll write that down. And right now in that area, you have 119 choices, 22 sales and 119. So that gives you, in your head, you're thinking, I got plenty of time to check out. But you may not. If it's in really good condition, like that one home, it's going to sell within 30 days. And you can think, well, I'll wait for a builder. Well, what if you don't want to be in one of those new construction areas? The homes that are made to compare with new construction, that's the seller you're going to work with. We have plenty of sellers here. And then we have the other kind of seller that says, let the buyer figure it out. Well, if you're working with a top-notch realtor, they're going to be able to help you figure out. But the problem is, even if you negotiate really well, you could be waiting a couple of years for all the renovation work to be done. That's a realistic thing. And then general contractors, they're magnificent here. I have a great list of them. There is usually a little bit of a wait. But then there's a thought process. Do I need to take out a wall? Do I need to do something with this living space to make it 2026, 2027 on trend with when we get done with this? Is it going to look like it fits in with all of the new construction that's going out there? So check in with me, click the link below. I've got all sorts of information on new builds, floor plans, amenities in those neighborhoods. And most importantly, your time, your consideration, and the pipeline of your decision. You may need to sell something up north. A lot of people have just been able to get their money out of their home up north, and they're in the market right now. We do sell more homes in the summer than we do the rest of the year. So this is a great time of the year to be set up. And also, I have special financing available. I have special builder deals and I have special seller deals. So click on the link below. We'll do a phone consultation and we'll get you set up so you make the good decision that it brings you the life and wonderful opportunity that you've dreamt of in Sarasota. Have a great day. I'm Sandra LaFlamme. Okay, we're back. Good full report on this zip code at Serenoa, this whole area, what you want to know about new construction, what you want to know about. Do I want to live someplace where deer are everywhere? It's totally pet friendly, but they don't go crazy with anything. So everyone is living in unison with each other. So you have quality of life, you have hiking trails. You can click on any of my links and get the golf courses. You can click on any of my links and find out what's going on with new construction, floor plans, and whatever price you're in. The great homes that are resale are always comparing really well with new construction. It's new construction resale. Then you just decide how much green space, what amenities I want. And Serenoa, as far as a country club, golfing it is just absolutely wonderful. The fees are very reasonable in the summer. Okay, now we got geese flying over. All the birds in North America migrate through here, and some nest and some stay here. It's just such a wonderful part of the county to be in. Right off Clark Road, you go east of 75, and I'll show you on the map how to get here. Okay, now that you know how to get here, look at that deer. What more can I say? Where the deer and the antelope roam. This is where you want to come, Sarasota. I'm Sandra LaFlamme with eXp Realty. Thanks for tuning in.